Disclaimer: this video contains clips and scenes from other properties. I do not own these clips. This is simply just to help out with the video better. With this in mind, Copyright Act 1976. I do not own these things and all clips and scenes belong to their rightful and respectful owners. Thank you, and please enjoy the video. What's up, people of YouTube? F-Man Critic back, and while this review, I thought we actually do a very special movie. Movie I honestly should have reviewed a lot sooner, if I'm being honest. A movie that honestly was pretty good from, when it first came out. I really liked this movie. It's funny, neat, it's colorful, songs are great. It can't show them because of copyright reasons, Saving Santa, a movie released back in 2013, and has a lot of good characters. It even got Tim Curry voicing the sort of villain, but I'll get back onto that. It's actually a pretty good movie. What's it about other than the title of the movie? Well, it's about this elf named Bernie D. Elf. He's an inventor, and but we'll get to him sooner. The movie kind of starts off with this narration from Bernie, and it's showing us all these holiday cards, and then we cut to a little boy singing what he really wants from Santa, and then, sweet song, sweet eat kid, and, it cuts to the North Pole where Ernie wakes up, finds out his alarm clock is broken, and he's in a rush to get to where he's going, and then it cuts to, this dude named Neville Battington, voiced by, Tim Curry, wondering where the hell is Santa Claus. Apparently he wants to know, how does Santa do it? Back on that. Bernie makes it to the presentation where his boss, voiced by the dude who voices Moxie, Chaos, Invader Zim, and he's doubting his inventions because his inventions don't always turn up so well. Hell, his last invention caused them all to have amnesia. So, yeah. But instead, this invention actually sounds pretty good because it's a memory device that when you wear it, you get to witness your best Christmas memories. And honestly, that sounds pretty cool. He tries it out on a reluctant volunteer, and, it works like a dream. Everyone is getting what they want, but then his boss, he F's up the machine, and, there's a huge blackout caused, and then for some reason, Bernie is blamed for it. What the actual hell? Seriously, what the actual hell? Okay, you got to acknowledge the fact that his invention worked, right? It worked, okay? Just because it caused a blackout doesn't change the fact that it still worked, Oh, and second of all, why are they blaming Bernie, okay? It was his boss who kind of effed it up. If he wasn't being patient, if he didn't listen to Bernie when he said, hey, easy, it won't work that way and stuff like that. Instead, he just continued to bash on it until he got electrocuted. I'm just saying, why is he getting blamed for it? Is it just so that way he's more easier to blame or something? Either way, that's not the Christmas spirit, if I'm being totally honest. That's not totally Christmassy of them to do. He completely, was kind of a jerk to Bernie. He's saying that his inventions aren't good. All he is a poop shover. And then he goes to Santa's reindeers, where he meets up with Blitzen, and honestly, one of my favorite jokes in the movie.
You're on my gingerbread basket.
Anyway, Bernie's in a slump, shoveling reindeer crap, and he accidentally gets a few by accident on Big Nick himself, and then, he's all like, hey, it's okay, I fly around the world, and, I get crapped on a few times, it's not a big deal. And, Santa, he talks to Blitzen with this voice thing that Bernie also created, but for some reason he can't speak English. So I'm thinking he's speaking backwards, I think. It sounds a bit backwards to me, I don't know. I don't know what language that is, but apparently Santa can read all languages. Meaning, can he also read backwards? Because I'm pretty sure that's what it sounds like to me. Like, you know, they took the audio and then they reversed it. You know, that's what it sounds like to me. Anyway, Santa tries to tell him how he does it. What are the theories about the sleigh? Why is he doing this? Well, we'll get back to that later. Turns out, how does Santa do it? Is the time globe. Apparently, the reason why Santa Claus travels the world in one night is because of time travel. Oh, I always thought it was because of Christmas magic. Whatever. It's still debatable. Oh, anyway, apparently, he's got apparently it follows sort of Back to the Future rules. Sort of, you can't interact with yourself. Whatever happens, you can't change. It just adds on. Only difference is we don't see someone fading out of existence. So is that. Anyway, he just gives him words of encouragement, saying how he reminds him of the genius elf, and that gives Bernie the push that he needs to be all happy again. And then he sings a song, being an elf like him. While that's happening, an invasion is happening, and then while he was noticing through his song and dance, he then noticed that Neville Bounton, he's made it. Oh, and he gets hit by a snowball when he's about to notice Bernie behind him by this elf who is basically the love interest of the movie. And Santa, he gets called into custody by them, and then, he tries to figure out what the hell is he going to do now, what's going to happen. But then he realizes the time globe, Oh, and then we get introduced, honestly, the weirdest scene in the movie, I'm not going to lie.
Blitz, you're a genius. Were you eating pancakes?
Yeah, that's just kind of weird, that is. Whatever. And then, he gets the thing working, and sort of. I mean, it's not really explained how the hell can he do that. Anyway, he goes back in time, and then he immediately stomps into reindeer crap, and he's all like, I just cleaned up this place. Well, dude, you just went back in time. How the hell did you not oh yeah, right, gone back in time, right. Right. And anyway, he talks to Blitzen, and then, he shows him that he's really telling the truth. He's from the future, and, they gotta find Santa so they can warn him. So they go to the Pancake Palace, and then, Bernie goes on top of a pile of pancakes. Who the hell stacks pancakes like that? Anyway, he tries to warn Santa, but gets caught up by these elves who do work for Santa. Apparently, they're the dudes who know wherever you're sleeping or wherever you're awake. Hey, that's them. They immediately take Bernie into custody, and in this candy cane thing, he tells Blitzen and to go, find him, stop the meeting, stop whatever he can, just do whatever to stop Bernie from getting to that presentation. And, anyway, he's holding the custody, and then, immediately tries to spill the beans of what he is. They, of course, don't believe him until the blackout happens, which gives him an opportunity to escape. And apparently, due to the fact of the blackout, their cover was blown, their cover was blown. That basically means they can now see them. So Neville decides to take it upon himself to do something about it. Bernie somehow gets out and runs like hell, and then he ends up in a post-box elevator or something. I don't know how the hell that's a thing. And then he sees his past self, and then he sings a song about trying to cheer up or something, and then it does kind of give off this cool little shot where we see a future Bernie with past Bernie, and I kind of thought that was kind of neat. Anyway, he just cheers up even though he knows there's invasion right now. Apparently Neville just, instead of thinking that they would all blow up into just the little bits and pieces, they decided to go dive right in. And so they do. Merry Christmas to Neville Battington. And of course, Bernie, he tries to go with Santa, and then he tries finding out where he is, and then apparently Neville, he used to be a sweet, innocent little boy. He always kept asking Santa over and over for the same thing, but he never got what was coming. He never got what was coming. Instead, he just got toys. He wants to know, how does Santa do it? How can he fly? How can he live forever? How can he fit all toys in one bag? How does he fly around the world in one night? That's all he ever wanted. Instead of Santa, he just gives him toys, and then like he grew up apparently, like, you know. Bernie meets up with Santa, and then he he realizes he's got to go back in time again, you know. Oh, so he goes there. He goes into the toy room. Why the fuck does anyone want to buy? Why the hell would anyone want on a toilet seat? I know it's supposed to be a joke, but seriously. And then he goes into this go-kart thing, and then he meets up with Blitzen again, and he manages to go back in time, and then he immediately remembered, he went back in time before when his boot got covered in poop.
Oh, come on, I just cleaned up in here. Well, duh, you went back in time.
Anyway, Bernie thinks it's the best solution to destroy the memory machine, and then at least we understood what happened to his alarm clock now. Oh, and anyway, he tries to make sure he doesn't get there, but thanks to him earlier telling Blitzen to stop him, Blitzen accidentally gets the wrong Bernie, and then the presentation, it still happens, blackout still happens. Bernie realizing he's screwed up, he gets all fed up and pissed, and kind of gets mad at Blitz, just tell him to go away before he does anything to him. And then he gets knocked in the head by his memory thing, and he's taken back into custody again, and then he tells them about Neville Babington, and then he invades the North Pole, and then every elf is freaking out, and honestly, the best song in the movie, he shows up to give Bernie some words of encouragement to inspire him again, Oh, and apparently, Neville has lost his Christmas spirit, but he still has it in his brain. Then we get a cool little poster shot. Seriously, they should have made a poster shot out of that, I'm not gonna lie. And then, they try to, make it to the sleigh so they can implant the memory decoration thing or whatever it's called. And then he gets, he goes down this these lights with this thing, and with this pop song playing in the background, and then he manages to make it into the thing, and this time avoiding to go back in time again, and then Neville finds the sleigh, and then honestly, I kinda like this joke.
I'm gonna need a volunteer.
Me! You're fired.
Ooh.
Me!
Anyway, it seems like hope is all over, The North Pole is going to be his new company, Oh, but thanks to, Bernie sort of spilling the beans of where he how Santa does it, he puts the thing on his head, and honestly, this kind of dropped in my jaw when I was a kid, because this is honestly a big twist.
That's my old home. That's me, as a young boy.
What a twist!
Yeah, it turns out that sweet little boy from the beginning was actually him, but as a young kid, And then through another song, he sort of gets a guilty look on his face while everyone sings along, and then he sort of gets his Christmas spirit back in a way, realizing his mistakes. Yeah, but there's something that never really happened. And how did Santa not get those letters, apparently?
Mother.
Holy shit.
Apparently his bitch of a mother destroyed his letters. Damn, that's really mean, that is. Anyway, she's all even though she's in the freaking North Pole and sees Santa's sleigh, she doesn't see until is that Santa's sleigh? And it's dude, you were staring right at it. How the hell did you not notice? Anyway, and then she, acts like a total witch by saying, like, no one's going to be needing this anymore, and then, like, instead of everyone shouting ho, 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 they'll be shouting hoo, 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 and then it's like, Neville, character arc, redemption, he refuses his mother to do what she does, and then, like, she gets pissed off, and then, so then he gives Bernie that mind erasing device, and honestly, I like the look of their faces right now, because honestly, this part's kind of funny, because they trick her, and then, like, she presses the thing, and then she loses her memory about the whole thing. And apparently, Neville said, "Hey, it's your retirement party, mother." And she acts totally nice now, apparently. And then, like, Neville apologizing for what he has done he reveals he's going away. North Pole's not going to become a part of his posting company. Anyway, things seem to be wrapping up. Bernie's now appreciated. He gets the girl, and then he becomes, like, Santa's right-hand elf, The movie ends really nicely. And that was Saving Santa. Now, honestly, this movie was really good. I still love it as a kid, Still love it even today. Hey, sure, there are some things that bug me, like the parts when he goes back in time and meet, and, like, in the beginning of the movie, we see, like, little bits that are clearly good foreshadowing. I'm not gonna lie, this movie has really good foreshadowing. And, but, like, the timing is a bit off. Like, when Bernie goes to the cart thing, you're telling me, like, the point is, it's hard to explain, okay? It's a little hard to explain, but you're gonna have to take my word for it of, like, the timing of, like, how Bernie keeps going to the sleigh and keeps going back in time while his other selves keep coming around, even though they had, like, other things before they got there, You're telling me that during that time when Bernie was the first time before he was gonna go back in time for the first time, he managed to do all that took this time that the other Bernies had to do, right? Whatever, despite those weird time continuity time things or timings or whatever, the movie's still pretty good. I love it. I genuinely love this movie. It gets a 10 out of 10 in my book. Animation's pretty good. Storytelling, pretty good. Acting, pretty good. All I'm saying is, go check out Saving Santa. It's still a really good movie. I'm surprised it isn't up there. I'm surprised it's not a cult classic, I really like this movie, and I highly recommend it. This review shout out goes to I'm not a strong reader. I sincerely apologize as for this person I'm giving a shout out to. So go check this person out. The only reason I give this channel a shout out, it looks fun. The only reason I give it a shout out is because you can watch the full Save Santa movie on it. So yeah, go check out Save Santa. Go check out that channel. And if you want to watch Save Santa for free, go check out that channel so you can watch Save Santa. This is the F-Man Critic telling you to like, subscribe, hit notification. See you guys next time. See ya!